In this tutorial, we want to look at how to draw the golden comb in Inkscape 1.0 or in Inkscape in general. So the first thing you have to do is to draw one of the tooth of the comb. So we go to the rectangle and then we draw something reasonable. Let's see what I used for this. You can use something like 8 by 60 or so. Let's see here. It's not necessary any size at all you want. I mean, think of the comb. If you think of the comb more or less, draw something like this. A rectangle is sufficient. We can make it, maybe if you want to make it slim a bit, go to control and then you can adjust this a bit. Look, you can adjust this either up or down. You can also adjust it from here if you want to maintain the size. If you don't want to maintain the size, you just take your hand from the control and then you move it as it is. So I think maybe this size is okay. We now go with the path and node tool so that we can round this part a bit. So we just round it a bit or go down a bit so it's rounded nicely. Okay, now we select what we have done and then we want to clone them. So we go to edit, clone, and then we go to create clone, a tile clones, so that we don't need to repeat doing this. We go then to go to the shift. Check whether you have any scale. Everything should be in 0 or 1, so you can reset each place in case you've used it before. If you haven't, then just go to shift and then if this is not clicked, click exclude tile. That's all you need, and then it tells you the number of, for example, in our case here, the number of this thing we want. So maybe I chose 6. You can choose whatever you want, but maybe 6 is a good number for a comb. So if you choose 6 and then you press create, it creates 6 of the, let's move it here. Sorry, I have another work there. Okay, so we have 6 here. To use the tile clone, you will notice that we have 6, but the parents is still here. It gives us the children, or that is 6, and the parents is still under here. If you look at it, how can you identify which is the parents and which is the clone? If you press here, you see it tells you object has 6 tile clones. So this is the parents. We can throw the parents away since we won't be using it again. But if we can also maintain it, use the parents, but let's use the children. We need only 6. First, I just don't want to distort the position where everything was. This is the parents. No, this is a clone. So I'll just put this here and slip the parents away so that I don't bother to find the, I hope it's positioned nice. And now what we want to do is that since they are not grouped, let's select all and combine them so that we know they are together. So we go to objects and then I go to path, combine, so that we have a piece like this that we can be moving around. Okay, Now the next thing we want to do is to draw a rectangle to cover this so that it looks like a comb. So we get our rectangle tool and then we construct something to cover it like this, more or less. You make sure you check that it's a bit symmetric. So because we had a rounding, it's already, if it's yours is not rounded, you reach out for the edit path by node tool and then you can push it down a bit to have this round texture here. Now let's go on and select everything. Select this, go to shift and select this and this, and then we group them. So we go to, we can also, let's do we rather go to path and union, like because we won't be color. The comb normally is this, it's uniform, the color, so we don't need to think about separating this and this. So we leave it, we go to union to unite everything. Now we have our comb. Now we want to just put our gold on so that we get the gold plated comb. We select everything, mine is already selected, and you go to filter, and then you, in the filter, we choose what material, and then you go to 3D wood. So you get this. You can, in case you, the color depends on the color I choose. You saw I drew with yellow, but if you can also choose any color at all, we can change this yellow. If depending on the yellow you have, I think we should choose this yellow. It's brighter. I chose this for this. Okay, now it makes it golden, and then you can write something. In case you want to write a logo or something there, you can either write golden comb. I wrote in mine, I wrote J Star Tech, which is the name of my channel. You can choose whatever you want. Oh, maybe we choose, or maybe if this is too bright for you, the gold, maybe if you want a bit of whitish, it depends on what you want, but it should have yellow in this maybe. And next we can write something on our comb. Let's go for that. We go for our, we click here and then the text objects, and then we write something like golden comb. Maybe we change the size. Let's see, we change the size to maybe 20. Yes, and then maybe I want to change the font, but the font I used was this one. It's the Minglui extension B, so that's what I used. So, and then we select, oh, let's change the color already. We change the color as well to yellow, and then we go and apply the same filter. So we go to filter, and then we go to material, and then we go to 3D wood. Then we just carry it and put it there, and there you go. That's how to do the comb. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Bye.